What's up, guys, and welcome back to week 3, I think, of Stars Without Number Unity. I am, of
Sounds
course,
about right.
yeah, I'm of course Goramoth, the games master for this session, and well, hopefully the rest of this game, but we'll have to see.
You're not usurped.
Been usurped.
How does
Mutiny.
Dice go into Stars Without Numbers?
Motherfuckers, Dan and Greg just show up.
Oh god. Anyway, I'm joined, of course, by the crew of the Unity. How's it going, guys? What have you been up to?
Lots of writing work, if I'm perfectly honest. Multiple projects at once, including one that I'm technically doing for free, but will be charging Mark a whiskey tax for later.
I thought you already had charged the whiskey tax.
No, because we don't have money yet. It's sort of like a pending whiskey tax.
It's it's like Damocles' sword. Damocles' whiskey.
Whiskey.
Wow.
Now I want to produce like just a homebrew called the Sword of Damocles.
All right, Dan. I'll help.
Sweet.
I have the kits. I
You have
have
the kits.
tools necessary.
Sweet.
good.
I will
Sounds good.
provide the
I don't know
ingredients.
how to make whiskey though.
Takes
I'll
a
have
lot
to-
longer than you would
take
think,
time.
sadly.
I don't know.
Yeah, making whiskey takes a long time.
Yeah,
A keg of skullfuck will take a couple of years at least.
Greg Cider fucked me up though.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Greg Cider
you
fucked
are
everyone
banned
up.
from drinking. No,
Yeah, that-
Thomas especially. But Thomas is banned from drinking it.
I have another kit. I should get it ready for New Year's.
It was actually
Dude,
pretty
Yes,
good.
get it ready.
That's
I
my
would,
task on Sunday.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it was
actually- I
actually
don't like
nice.
yeah, I don't like cider, and I really liked those ones. And
Very
also,
good.
it got me trashed, which was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the first one that I drank was like, oh my god, what the hell? Like I was more prepared like the second and third time, but like the first one I was like, I need to take
It was
a break.
pretty strong. It was pretty great. Yeah. Speaking of cider, I'm drinking Bulmers tonight, but it's
Oh, is that the blood?
Speaking
the
of
blood
drinking,
orange.
I'm
That
drinking
shit's delicious.
ginger beard.
it is delicious. I'm not usually a fan of Bulmers, but
Well, that's
the
just
blood orange one is
fancy
really good.
Stuff. I just want water.
Two-handing tea.
Nice. All right, so before we jump into what was going on last session and stuff, let's talk about goals. So, because some people have actually accomplished something in this game, which is an amazement. So I just want to double check. So Ronith, you accomplished the goal. Read it out for me. Which goal did you accomplish?
God damn it. Hold on. Just a second.
They're your goals. I assumed
yeah.
you know them.
Alright, no, here it is. Get out of this. Alright, this quote. Get out of this shit situation without anyone in the party dying. In brackets, except Greg.
That was legitimately
I
his
succeeded
goal.
in this.
So
But
yeah,
he did. So
yes, you absolutely succeeded in this. So for that, you can have 100 experience,
sweet.
and you replace that with a new goal, which you can say now if you want to, or you can keep it a secret. That is entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. It's find out what happened in Dometown, as we come to call it.
Dometown.
That's me. That's me.
Nice.
Dometown.
And Dan also accomplished a goal.
Yes, it took a couple of sessions, but I managed to prove to the team that I am a competent, reliable, and worthwhile member of the crew.
I just want to double check. Does the team still agree with this?
Yes.
I changed my mind.
God fucking damn it.
No, my experience.
You also get 100 for that, I think.
Sweet. And I've got a new one, and I changed an old one. The old one that I changed was "Don't let Nate fuck things up."
Nice.
And I mean, technically,
Yeah.
nothing went wrong, so there was nothing that he had to intervene with. And so, although technically true, it's probably not worth anything.
Oh, I mean, it's not worth anything because technically, like, the goal is don't let him fuck things up, whereas, like, you didn't do anything preventative.
I should have said don't allow the Greg to let the situation get worse. Might have actually earned me some experience, but I wasn't thinking.
No, because again, you didn't do anything to prevent that. It just didn't get worse.
You're right.
There is a subtle difference there.
Yeah. So now I've got.
Don't let things get. Wait, no, that's still less.
No, exactly. So now I've got two new ones. The first one I have changed is now acquire cyberware. That's going to take me a fucking while because it's
Yeah.
expensive.
Really long time.
And the other one is successfully reclaim goods for the mission and pillage the quote-unquote empty base. AKA Dometown.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Dometown.
So, anyone else got anything to say about their goals, like any changes or questions or anything like that? Or can we jump into a recap?
My goals are currently get out of downtown, find out what happened in downtown, and avoid combat.
Sure. Greg, you...
Actually using guns and...
Mine is to complete the mission without accidentally killing anyone, which hopefully that'll happen.
It'll get real awkward if it doesn't.
Yeah,
You'll have to
I feel
really
like
mean it when you kill
everyone
someone.
might get a little bit irritated with me.
All right.
Skosh.
So, who wants to do a recap of what happened in week 2, like, and where you find yourselves now entering week 3?
Okay. We successfully didn't get completely fucked by turning in nothing to our would-be first employer. And then after that, we picked up our next job, which was to travel to a sandy, muggy, musty, unpleasantly atmosphered shithole of a planet that's got an operative, like it's a hive-based mountain town.
It's called Kanashe.
Yep, we went to Kanashe.
It's here. It's in the Bengalaria system.
Yeah.
Yep.
0508.
Yep. We successfully made it there and we did a little bit of perusing, a little bit of looking around. I stole credits off a dude and bought drinks and found out that that raiders probably stole a bunch of shit, or that's the usual assumption is that raiders steal that shit. So we went out onto the actual, we didn't go out, we flew out with our ship over the land, searching for signs of them until eventually we managed to scratch onto a broken signal and then spent 7 hours chasing it down and pinpointing it until we made it to the base itself. And then our lovely Swedish companion jumped down in a vac suit, broke into the surprisingly empty-looking base, got the power sort of working, and that we were able to now get in and out during rolling blackouts, in between the rolling blackouts. And what that happened, everyone got their vac suits and shit together while myself and Lime got a nap because we'd been flying and looking at a fucking waveform for a good 7-8 hours.
True fact.
I mean, flying's fun, but looking at a waveform for that time...
I imagine it wasn't like flying very far or fast or quick or even accurately. It's more like,
No,
shit,
it'd be
shit,
that, like-
no, over.
Like the equivalent in
Over.
driving would be the that monotonous, like, just motorway driving, where like you're not doing anything for the most part.
You press go for like 3 seconds and then like...
Mm-hmm.
The cars in Latvia have a go button?
Yes.
It's true. Some do have go buttons. That's a thing.
I don't know. Last car I was in was a Honda Civic. They don't have go buttons.
No.
Okay, so you guys have just entered the base. All 4 of you have exited the Unity. You've left it outside. You've left
We
it
put the
sealed.
parking brake on.
Yeah, the
as well.
parking brake's
We all
on.
have vac suits on it.
Like
Yeah.
as you leave, Dan pulls out his keys and goes beep beep. And puts the,
Yeah, it makes the chirp noise.
Yep. And then you've also gone into the base. You had to use vac suits you took from the there was like a locker room thing. So right now we will go into you are currently wearing vac suits and you're stood in that locker room. That's where we'll start. And if I just use this amazing thing, let's take you over to this page.
So
What
excited!
is this?
This is a map.
Look at it. It's fancy.
Yeah.
So is this post looting the locker room? Or...
Yeah. You've like there wasn't much in the locker room really apart
Yeah,
from
it's
the.
just like some toolkits.
Well, in fact, you can do. Let's just go with like you guys have basically just finished the faff that it took you guys. So you guys have essentially just got into the locker room. You're all together.
Sure.
You're still wearing your vac suits. There's the sort of low red emergency lighting is the sort of ambient lighting. Occasionally, like every couple of minutes, the lights like do that sort of halogen lamp flicker on and then flicker off again. Like and the red light resumes. So yeah, you're in this locker room.
Yep. I walk out. I've got like a flask of coffee, which I'm sharing with Lime because we've had our mid-faff naps.
I've got a combat shotgun in my hands.
So yeah,
Wait,
you
can I
get.
check, is Olivia the only person who hasn't got culture spacer or exosuit? So you're the only one with negatives to moving around in the vac suit?
Uh-huh.
I don't
You all have exosuit. I was gonna say, I doubt you all have exosuit.
No, you don't need exosuit. You need at least culture spacer. Will give you the ability to use a vac suit
Right, I was gonna
Oh,
say,
or
okay,
exosuit. So if you've got culture spacer, you can also vac suit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to
I've got
level up
space.
to get that. So
but I think Ronith / Olivia is going for like power armor anyway. So
Yeah, exosuit's going to be the way you want to go.
okay, so yeah, you guys are in. As you can see, there's like two rooms. There's one mock generator room. You guys are in the room to the right of that, which is this is the locker room.
Okay.
And there is presumably this one door in front of us.
Yeah, which is currently closed. And like I said, you guys have just gone into that locker room. So if you want to like,
is there a window?
Now,
No.
just to clarify, I assume we can use our guns while in vac suits.
Yeah, you just if you don't have the training, you're at -2, I believe we were.
Yes.
Yeah, -2 on everything. Yeah, you can
That's
use your
fine.
vac
I
suit.
still have a
guns.
very good roll.
Yeah. If anything, you could probably get out of the vac suit because you don't need it indoors and leave it by the door. But the only other issue is like leaving could become a bit problematic.
I was literally about to say your vac suits, like the reading is like it's like the reading is not optimal for the air conditions right now. It's not outside hazardous, like, but you can tell that maybe the seal on this place isn't solid anymore
I
for
would
whatever
think
reason.
that.
So it's like basically like you're like I assume like on your vac suit like visor you have like a bunch of like bars, and it's just like they keep like instead of just being a stable like good atmosphere, they keep like going like dipping and going up and down.
Yeah.
Would they be doing that in time with roughly the blackout, so it's not being
No,
purged well
no,
enough?
it's
or-
just like it's not in
okay.
time with the blackout at all. Like if you spend time like trying to time it, they're just it's not in time. You would assume people who know about this kind of stuff, like so anyone with tech, post tech, or science, that kind of stuff, would assume that there's some kind of like you would assume from this that the atmospheric systems are still working, but there's a leak because otherwise it would have just emptied.
I see. Okay. If anything, we could probably plug that leak while we're going around then, but we'll have to see.
I doubt we can think.
You never know. Like it might be one of those cases
You
where
like, get
if
to
we
a
see,
room,
like,
the entire dome's
There's an
gone. You're just like,
open
yeah. Well, it's more
So
like
we-
maybe
we
there's a
see
door
that.
that needed sealing.
someone left one of those like car windows that don't open. Like those car windows you can like open a little bit. Like someone left one of
Oh,
those
the side
open. Just
window.
like yeah.
Someone didn't have the sunroof quite like cleared down, so it's like not stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you get that mold around the corners of it where rainwater's been getting in.
Yeah,
Just the
it's
worst.
it's just sloppy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Someone check the door.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Dib's not it. I have my sniper rifle armed and ready,
I
however.
checked the door.
And
It's a door.
Is it you
there-
actually like searching for it or something? Because if you're searching, give me a perception or something.
I'm basically looking how to open the door. Is there a panel?
There's a
Is there,
panel.
like
It's not even like a keypad. It's like it's a like because you're like 2 rooms in now. It's not keypad. It's literally like a push button door opens door.
right? Doesn't work. I
Yes.
click it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's running.
My gun is ready.
So like it hits us open, and give me a second because I have to do some area reveal.
Always a
get-
classic.
You get a long corridor going out in front of you,
Ooh.
I raised my shotgun.
Yeah.
and it's like it's again there's like emergency lighting in this area. You can hear like the general atmosphere is like not quite dead silence because you can hear like that sort of like light hum you get like when there's general electricity equipment on in the nearby area. So there's like sort of just background hum, red lighting in the area, and you can see on the wall to your right there's like a sign that's it's like a plastic sign on the wall that says living quarters.
Oh, the language is English for it?
It's got a few languages, but the top one is English.
Woohoo!
Does it? It appears to go left and right at the end. Is that
It
correct?
does, yeah. Well, from what you can see, like it's because if you're stood at the end of the corridor,
No doors here.
not on these walls, no.
I recommend we go like stealthy, sneaky, quiet if we can. You know, just no clattering around.
I'm
Sure.
not hastily. Not hastily.
Calmly, we proceed forward.
Before we even do that, I'm just gonna throw caution to do the opposite of throw caution to the wind, and I'm gonna make a little perception check, which I have my expert skill check for that.
I
Sure.
hope you can do that because I ain't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good at that shit. The skill for it,
What is
my
it?
perception.
Just perceiving.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
With which stat would I be doing perception as in, isn't it?
it'd be wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. My wisdom is my 0. Done.
Oh, I mean,
it's still a
like
7 though,
average, yeah.
so.
Yeah, but that's bad for you. But yeah, average.
is,
You, average, you
exactly.
don't hear anything like other than they said. You hear that sort of background hum. So this is for both of you. You both just hear that sort of background generic hum. You occasionally hear the lights like flicker, like we talked about with these power surges. I think I said last time it was approximately like every 5 minutes, so it's about that kind of interval still. However, you do notice that you can hear lights flickering on, but the lights in the corridors aren't flickering on with the power surges. They're just constantly emergency lighting.
All right.
If I before going up the corridor,
Wait, what was that? That we can hear their
You can
attention.
hear lights like somewhere in this
Right.
area flickering on, but this corridor isn't flickering with the power surges. It's just constant emergency lighting.
Sure.
I
It's
look
actually
for a
like
light
in-
switch.
There isn't one.
It's like, well, duh.
It's kind of weird because this place like the it's actually you realize it's lit from underneath rather than above, so it's like red lighting coming from underneath like the metal grating on the floor.
And we all look up and see an alien.
Yeah, there's 5 lickers on the roof.
Oh.
No.
Shoot it!
You guys would have been fine. You just as long as no one said they look up and Thomas looked up. So
Yeah.
Damn it, Thomas.
Now they got embarrassed, and now they have to kill us.
yeah.
Right.
Right,
Right,
I
so
move
Chilling until
forward.
then. Yeah, go for it,
What's-
Olivia.
You going all the way
I
to
have
the?
moved forward.
Yeah,
Like,
you're going
how
all.
far a distance, by the way,
Probably-
is like this map in?
Well, I think I said the domes were about 100 meters or so. So I guess like this corridor would be about 50 meters long.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll follow,
I'm really, FYI, I'm really bad at judging distances and shit. So,
It's fine.
like, I realized when I made this map that like the whole thing about landing the Unity in the landing pad dome. Nah, I probably couldn't have done that in retrospect because the space is smaller
because this
than that.
base is like yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm really bad with sizes. No, that's not accurate. Like,
No, I know.
that's squares, but yeah.
You could make it so the grid
yeah,
squares on
you
this
can
have a value
make
of
it so,
size, so
like-
you could. Do
I know I could, but I don't want to. If you
Okay.
guys were into combat, I will draw you an area to fight in.
All right, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I'll be like I don't know, like 10 or so feet behind Olivia the whole time then, so that if Olivia just suddenly like looks along a corridor and then just goes "Hua!" and disappears off the side, I can possibly get there to help in time.
So like, what do you do? Are you just walking like straight out into this junction, or are you just like pressing against the wall, looking left and right? Like, how's it go down, Ronith?
I'll press myself against the left wall and first like look. Basically, since I'm pressed up against the left wall, I'll first look right and then look left.
How
Sure.
about we go by north, south, east, and west since this
Yeah,
map
yeah. That's, I put the north on for you guys to see.
So first,
from
I'll
the north
press
wall
myself
looking
against the
south?
north wall, looking
Cool.
south first.
Excellent.
And when that's clear, I basically go around. I basically look around the corner on north.
Why is this not working? 1 second, my reveal thing isn't working.
Are you on the right line? It should- no,
There you go. It's working now. It wasn't working for some reason.
Is it working?
Yeah, it is. I'm doing a polygon reveal because the corridor's slanted. I can't do
Oh,
a
okay.
rectangle.
Okay, right.
You're like, don't worry, it's working. And I'm looking at like no change going. You absolutely sure?
Is that
certain.
Hey up. So yeah, you like look left and right, and you see like the corridor goes all the way to what you assume based on the fact that you know the size of this dome vaguely. Like you could assume this goes all the way to the edges of the dome. In fact, looking at the doors, like there's a door either end. I just haven't drawn it. Like you can see these black bits of doors. So there's 4 doors in this eastern wall, and then 2 doors in the western.
All right.
So like these doors at the top that I haven't actually drawn on, they're like heavier, like they look like airlocky kind of sealed deals. So you could assume that they lead out of the dome.
Wait, like so there's a door like right around there and it's sealed? Or do you mean like at the far end?
Right.
No, like
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
in fact I can
Yeah.
draw.
It's fine. You don't have to
it's
ping.
this one? There's a door. Here's a door.
Yeah, those black things are all doors.
Here's a door.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I recommend we go for that door next. Then we'll just try and clear it bit by bit.
Sure. So these doors, these inner doors are like
Oh, there's a door there.
yeah. There's
Okay.
4 doors and 3 doors. They might not have come across well because of the reveal, because they're like half in the wall. Yeah, you can draw on this map. That's fine. So, yeah. So you get to this door, and like again, these inner doors are just a simple button press door slides open. They're not reinforced doors. They're not like airlocks. They're just designed to.
I'm confused now. What the hell is this?
The red X's are the airlocks. The blue ones are normal doors.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Okay. So you like hit you punch the button on the wall, and the door hisses open.
Do we breach? Like you go in
Which
jump
ones
for
are
the
we doing?
shotgun and I'll go in
This
with
is
the
what I was
sniper.
made for.
Yeah, I'll be on the other side of the door. So when you open it, I'll come in at the other side with the sniper rifle ready.
Which
sure.
one are we going?
I
with?
excitedly say.
they're doing the top western wall door.
I'm just standing by.
I'm gonna watch
Fries, motherfucker.
stuff.
Yep.
I can also reveal this now.
It's cobblestone forest.
So yeah, you like open. You,
I thought that
It's
was
a
an extension-
table!
I thought that was an extension of the dome city.
Yeah, I was wondering
Yeah.
what those were.
nope, they're labels.
It
So yeah,
looks
like,
kind of like two tanks that are like end to bottom, don't it? Like there's
like-
a little turret on top and turret on the bottom.
the door hisses open, and basically you're in the equivalent of a mess hall. There's 2 tables, bunch of chairs. It doesn't look like anything was interrupted or anything like that. It's quite clean and like doesn't look like there was meals out or anything. It looks like it looks like it's been used, but like not recently. So
Is it lit?
yeah. Well, there's
Is it the emergency or the
the
flickering
emergency
light?
and occasionally the lights flicker on, so the
Okay.
room's being powered. I don't think I revealed it probably, but there's also a. You wait to see it now. There's like a door there as well.
Presumably leads to the kitchen.
Yeah, it will breach that door as
let's
well. Then.
breach that
Oh
one.
wait, I'm gonna do the smart thing. I'm gonna look under the tables as we go.
Sure.
No one ever looks under things.
I want to say, like, as you like walk into the room properly and look around, you can see that against this southern wall as well, there is a like cafeteria window with a like a not a bench, but like a thing you put a tray on and slide the tray along as you're like getting food. So it's like you don't even need to open this southern door. You can already kind of tell that behind there's a kitchen.
I mean, let's check it out anyway.
Yeah,
Might
that's
as
fair
well.
enough.
Is there
I'm gonna,
anything
like-
under the tables?
I'm gonna stay by the doorway, watching into the corridor.
Nothing of important on the table. You might see like maybe like a piece of cutlery or like the odd cup that's been discarded that maybe maybe tells you that things didn't quite go according to plan. Like it's not as clean as it maybe seems.
Okay.
Cup ahead.
I sit against the table while they breach the kitchen or whatever.
Yeah. Let's go in the kitchen. I'm gonna just have a rummage through all the cupboards and see if I can find cause every like base ever has like that cupboard that's hiding the expensive drink
I
or
go
like
first.
someone's snackies. Yeah. Please go first, but I would like a look around afterwards.
So yeah, so you like slide up, and the kitchen's actually pretty small. It's very long, as you can see. Instead, that entire southern wall that's just a kind of box, because my drawing skills with a mouse are amazing, as you can probably already tell.
Yeah.
Amazing
Yeah.
quality
Sick.
hand mouse drawn stuff here. So like basically that entire wall is just cupboards and like not machinery, like utilities, I guess, like ovens, reheating stuff, like whatever the space equivalent is, because obviously it's like basically protein food that's made. So yeah, it's cupboards and utilities, and then like the other side of this window on the left here, you can see it's the other side of sort of like the tray area. So there's like indents where people would obviously put like trays of food that they would then be able to like serve out. So those are
Look
searches.
very smug,
This
Ronith.
is a perception.
Yeah, we
I mean, you
both equal perception, and I made an expert skill check. Fuck
I
you.
have a minus.
You have a -1.
Did you re-roll yours, Dan?
The first one I made a standard skill check instead of an expert, like an idiot.
Okay. So basically you get in there, and again, doesn't look like there's anything around. You like start opening some of the cupboards, like look around with perception, like pause a bit to listen. You don't hear
Do
anything.
they have Milky Ways?
You don't
I
hear
mean, I'll
anything.
check for like the extra sneaky provisions, like someone who might have had some really good food hidden in a cupboard or expensive booze.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable to look in. But basically, like as you open the things, it's just cupboards and cupboards of like reprocessed protein food, like just like little cardboard boxes. They look like the fucking like when you go to like a store or like a thing where you can buy in bulk. You can buy like the packs of stuff. It's like basically the cupboards of that. It's like it's nothing you'd want. You already have this shit on your ship. It's what you eat basically. Because
Do they have Milky Ways?
Do I find anything out of special, more special
No,
than protein?
it's
No.
all generic. So.
Yeah, no, I just go, oh yeah, sure, and just throw a protein back at him. Her.
You bastard.
It's probably
Yeah,
about
no, that's-
it's probably about like iPad size, because they're like
Yeah, but they're also
They're
like in that
like
foily
milk
looking
bags.
pack.
yeah, but
So
like
I guess
it's
I
probably
frisbee it across. Like, ha! Yeah, no, we got nothing back here. Sorry.
Aww.
I exit the room
Yeah,
and
I'll
head
be on your
towards
tail.
the northern door.
which
Nah.
not.
Should we
Goes
do
out.
the southern west
Wait,
wall?
why not this one?
Because that probably progresses us
finish-
in deeper.
yeah.
So if we do it
Finish
from
the-
if we
Oh,
do it
yeah,
from
yeah,
west
fair
to
enough.
east, then we'll clear it better.
Fair enough.
Sure. Okay. So how do you guys approach this door then?
Breach.
Breach.
Well,
Right.
the idea is that I And
Oh,
the
I guess
first-
I'll have a listen at the door first.
First woman in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give me,
that's probably a good
yeah, give me a
idea.
perception.
I'm going to do it as well. To be
I'm,
honest.
I'm
Never mind. You know what? You just go ahead.
All right, Addison, definitely. Like, you put your ear to the door, and you like pause and almost have to sort of like do the listening equivalent of a double take because you think you hear a fruit machine, like a fruit machine starting up, and then it goes, and then like the power surge goes off, and it just immediately cuts out, and you're just like, wait, what? Like,
I just paused.
like a
Gambling machine.
Like a
gambling
gambling
machine. You know, like you have in
Slot
pubs and stuff. Yeah.
I pause and go, Lime, didn't you want a pool table?
yes.
This might be the games room.
Oh, sweet. Can we get the games?
Mate, we'll see. We'll see. It might
We'll
take like a
see.
lot of
Hold
effort to
on.
lug
Breach!
it out. Yeah,
Let's go.
breach.
Right. All right. Cool. So let me reveal it. Oh, that's not going to reveal properly, but I can
You
just.
should have
do-
it called Breach. Breach a number
I'm-
of doors.
Yeah,
I'm
it said like
the fuck
breach
has
20
happened?
rooms.
I want
Oh,
no, I
God.
want to like have a goal as
What have
like
you done?
you breach a
It's
room,
like I'm polygon
surprise an
revealing, but
enemy
it's
and
not
kill
going
him
well.
within the breach.
There you go. For some
Alright.
reason, so the
There you-
polygon reveal, you have to like click where you started, and for some reason it wasn't letting me click where I started, so it's just making an infinitely bigger shape.
I think right click also auto closes.
Oh my
I see a
God.
pool table.
God fucking damn it!
Be happy, Thomas. I fucking put effort into drawing that pool table.
I took the goal off!
I know that's the best part because I already knew that pool table was there.
Well done. Well done.
So yeah, the
You
door.
played a trick on
Door
you.
hisses open. This room is just like the mess hall in terms of like the lights occasionally flicker on when the power surge comes. Otherwise, it's emergency lighting. Straight ahead of you, you see the pool table across. To your right, there's like a TV area. There's probably more than just a couch. It's just space and representative. So a couple of chairs are on like a big TV, and it's actually like kind of curved. Like it's a big curved TV.
Sweet.
Ooh,
And then, like, this-
curved Ultra HD.
And then it's actually attached to the wall as well. And then this left-hand wall is basically little cubicles with personal terminals. So people can,
shit.
like...
I'm gonna wait for the next blackout to finish. And I'm immediately gonna just as quickly as possible go through one of the terminals.
Sure. They don't last they don't last long, so
Probably
maybe...
not even boot it up.
Give me a look save, Dan. Give me a look save.
Yeah. Believe. No.
No. You, like, literally... You start booting it up, and, like, it hits the like, the sort of window... Or the space equivalent of, like, the window screen, and then the power just snaps off, and it goes dark again.
Alright, I'm gonna at least try and jimmy it open and yoink a couple of hard disks out of each of them. I'm sure each of them have got some kind of memory drive. I'm gonna just jimmy every single one of those out.
That would require... So there's, like, there's 4 terminals. Give me 4 computer checks, I guess, would be the... Okay.
Post deck?
Yeah, actually, it would probably be post-tech rather than computer.
Is someone else? Yeah, someone else post tech trade.
Hello, I will do this.
0.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just like, you think you can jimmy these open? I'm not,
Is that an int?
Yeah, maybe Dex actually, because it's like trying to actually get them
It's
out.
true. They
Yeah,
are
it
a
will
pain.
be it will be Dex.
Oh, it's so fiddly.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, do 3 more, Thomas. It's 1 for each.
Fuck.
Just keep pressing up.
Press up and then.
Yeah, it's like skill check. And then it requires me to do it again.
Yeah, when you do up and put it in, it opens the box. It runs the
okay.
macro.
Okay, so you get all of them out. Although 2 of them. Okay, one of them you like basically accidentally yank a cable, and you're like. Probably to you, you're just like, okay, that's not gonna work, but you just don't mention it. And then, like, one of them, you, like, might jostle it too bad, and, like, you think the hard drive might have been scratched. But again, well, I mean, you can mention it if you want, but you're just like, it's out.
Did it?
They're out.
Those 2 are just a warm up, obviously.
Yeah, they're first.
Sweet, yeah. I've got one of those. You know the like those the messenger bags. I've basically got one of those hanging off my shoulder.
that's
You know,
fine.
a la Indiana Jones. I just dump all of them in my messenger bag.
Sure. Did someone perceive this room? I forgot.
I perceived the outside
perceived the
listening in,
outside,
so
yeah.
I'll redo a perceive.
I will do that as well.
Yeah, 9.
-1.
9's okay, actually.
9's technically pretty fucking good. It's like
Yeah, no, it is really good.
50% over average.
So you actually notice, like, probably while, Lime is, like, pulling these hard drives out, you actually notice that there's, sort of, like, behind one of the... Oh, not behind, but, like, to the right of that endmost cubicle, like personal cubicle, there's actually like a drink that's been knocked over on the floor, but it's like fallen behind the cubicle, so it's like it's not as obvious. But yeah, you think that maybe again, maybe a bit more struggle here than it would seem to like just the naked eye.
I'm gonna posit a quick. I'm gonna look for like taking that into account. I'm gonna look and see. Does it look like someone's gone to the attempt to make this place look abandoned? Like to clean it out. Say I'm taking that into consideration. I'll take the full duration of time, like while Lime is jimmying things out. I'm gonna really look around for signs.
You can't see any signs of someone like actively trying to make it look abandoned. You just think that it's kind of weird. It's like you're getting conflicting impressions. It's like
someone's tidied up deliberately when it's probably not normally this tidy.
yeah, it's like basically like it looks like everything's fine, but then you get the odd thing of like there's like one or two things that's just like slightly off. It's like
if someone were trying to genuinely clean up, they'd have probably gotten that.
yeah, like it's weird. Like why would they have missed that? Like
Okay. All right. I mean, I recount that information to everyone.
Maybe actually what's happened here, we think something suspicious has gone on, but what's happened is they just had a huge party. Everyone's passed out and hungover, but there was one person who's the kind of person that when they're really drunk cleans.
It's Dan's.
That's what's
Blood Bowl.
happened here.
It's Dan's Blood Bowl team.
Well, no,
Can't
I mean,
actually
because
drive
I
and just clean up.
no, I mean, I looked under the tables, which is usually where you find drunk people.
No. They all. That person that cleans also took them all to bed.
Ah, okay.
I mean,
They're
it's
all
a
just
reasonable hypothesis.
on a spaceship, and then
Yeah.
they flew off.
Yeah.
This is
Without
yeah.
the vaccines.
Well, we haven't found the beds yet. They could
Yeah.
just all
with
be
a
in
pic,
bed.
by the way, like where would you say like their little shipping area was if you were to ping it on the map? Because we know roughly where it is from overhead.
What do you mean by
right?
ship? Which
Wherever the ships would land in, you said there was a
Basically,
dome with.
Oh, it's the exact opposite.
Just right there. Okay, cool.
Like I can tell you, like you can see the sort of circular. There are 4 domes, and they're in the 4 compass directions. So,
Okay, cool.
and you would know that from the outside. So,
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
So
cool.
what door are we going through?
I'm at the pool table.
We'll get it on the way out, assuming we aren't being chased out by monsters.
it is big and heavy. It is one of those proper like massive pool tables that is not easy to carry.
I take all of the pool balls.
There's one missing.
Oh,
Fuck!
what's even the point?
Which one?
Which one?
One of the red ones.
Oh.
It's not even the black one.
Yeah, you could make do if it were actually just missing one of the odd ones. That's a shame.
Okay.
Look, we'll get one eventually. We'll get a really nice one, and it'll be like a digital one with like readouts and shit.
Yeah, this is a pretty like low tech. It's very. It will be like a slightly more futuristic version of the shit you would see in a British pub right about now.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. All right. Which
Really
door are
nice,
we looking
but
at?
probably overused.
In fact, 1 second. I'm gonna take a pool cue for poking things with because I don't want to use my gun or my hand.
Yeah, there's 2 pool cues.
Yeah. I'm gonna yoink a pool cue and go. This just might come in handy.
Yeah, reasonable. Add a pool cue. It's 1 encumbrance. But
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I just grab pool balls.
Throw them at things. That's not a gun or fists.
How much encumbrance is?
You can have. Well, it depends if you have it ready. You can. There was something about like there's an amount of items you can have readied in an encumbrance. It's like something to do with your strength score. It's like half your strength score or something.
Yeah, it's calculated already in the sheet.
Oh, it's already calculated on your sheet then. You should have this thing that says how many items you can have readied.
Max ends, which is next to your armor.
No, that's max encumbrance.
Yeah, but under that it says ready and stowed.
Okay, I don't have sheets open. I just have.
That it's for me, for example, it says ready 4, which means I can have 4 encumbrers readied.
Okay, guys, I got 14 pool balls.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So what happens now? So you like walk back into the corridor.
Yes.
Which one?
I'm wondering what door.
Should we go the southeast, the most southeasty one? We'll go around we'll probably be around the outside of buildings in there.
Sure.
It's gonna be
Okay.
like
All right.
rest
You
of the
you
stuff.
press the button and the door opens about a quarter of the way and then jams. But you can see, you can see through it. It's basically it looks like a cupboard of some kind. Let me just give you a sliver of reveal. It's not very useful because
What the fuck?
you
Can
see a tiny sliver.
literally nothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll make it. Is it lit in there with the emergency lighting?
No, it's not lit.
At all. Okay.
No.
How big and heavy is this door?
It's not. It's just a normal inner door. It's not reinforced. It's just designed to be used. So.
Okay. I am gonna fucking put that pool cue in there and try and wedge it open like a crowbar.
Sure.
Wait, no, we have
Would you
tools,
like
don't we?
a
We have.
crowbar.
I was gonna say we have crowbars and shit. Please crowbar this door open.
I'm basically just checking whether the toolkit would have that, but I imagine it would, considering the toolkits are like very generic.
I was like, yeah, of course you have.
At least someone with.
It's probably called something like a
Here,
multi-tool or some
have
bullshit.
a toolkit crowbar.
Okay.
Thank you. I will crowbar the door open.
Sure. Do a straight strength check with an additional +1.
Okay.
I am going to be ready with the shotgun.
Let's see here. What's my strength?
I have a post-tech toolkit,
0.
which like I assume
And I
has
will-
a
It's
crowbar.
fine. I assume there's something of the equivalent.
8.
Yeah, you get that open. It doesn't take. It's like not smooth, but it's like.
Yeah, I put my body into it.
Yeah, you get it open, and like.
Thank you. I hand the crowbar back.
No problem.
So, oops, that's doing. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's basically it's the equivalent of a pantry. So you've got cupboards down either side, and that's it.
Probably more boxes of shit.
Oh, 12! I'm gonna look through them properly. I see pantry and I'm like, there's gotta be something good in this bitch.
I mean, it's more food stuff. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh, is there not even just something hidden away back there where someone was just like, yeah, I'm gonna hide my rich shit here?
No, unfortunately not. It's all just
I'm
pantry
gonna
stuff.
hide my plasma gun.
No, well, maybe not that. Most people are like, yeah, I'll hide some real good stuff, just a snifter of the good stuff for me.
Yeah, but you wouldn't hide your cool shit in the pantry, now would you?
Yes, you would.
You would hide it in your personal belongings. Belongings.
I guess.
Belangings.
In your bewangings.
Yeah, belongings.
In my bewangings.
That's the least place to expect it.
It's the least they would expect. Okay. Alright, next room. That was a very
Next
slow
door.
motion breach, Olivia. I apologize.
I have to pump this thing every time.
Do you really have to rack the gun every time?
Yeah.
It's like ejecting an
Obviously.
empty.
Yeah,
it's
just like, there's
ejecting
so
a
many
full
ammo just
cartridge
lying on the floor.
every time.
I'm just
Full
like following
cartridge.
along, picking them up.
Because I want to look cool every time I try and breach. So I'm like, all right, let's do this.
How does
Alright.
your gun look, by the way? Describe your gun. Take that,
It's a
Ronith, on the
shotgun.
spot. Yeah, like, but how does
Describe
it
my
look?
gun.
Describe your shotgun.
Describe my gun. It's probably like super clunky and heavy because it is of design by my people, and they like very they like
Practical.
strong shit. They like strong big guns.
It's a very 40k then, that gun.
Probably, yeah. It's like very like it's not compact or anything. It's like massive, but
This is a gun. It is
Yeah,
for
it's-
shooting.
it's like it's like a rectangle. It's like a long like rectangle, and on the end there's like two large like barrels.
Sweet. By comparison, I guess my sniper
I'm-
rifle would be like one of those Vanu ones. You know, they're very, very future tech looking.
Yeah, yeah, like a mix, I would say.
Alright. So, which door are you heading to next? The one above the pantry?
One straight above, yeah.
Yeah, this one opens no problem at all. Give me 1 second.
Breach!
Freeze! Freeze, motherfucker!
You're just shouting breach from outside every time.
Yeah, you both like run up to the door, and me and Daniel just casually following.
So this door's...
Stay out the door.
We're like so into it.
yeah,
Does Nate, what kind of weaponry does Nate carry? Sorry.
Semi-auto pistol.
Oh, it's a fully automatic, semi-automatic pistol. Brap,
Yeah.
brap.
I
Yeah.
find you guys as weapons.
So, yeah, you open this door,
That's my shotgun.
and it's basically it's basically like a dorm room kind of thing. You've got 4 bunks, so those 4 beds, it's actually double beds, like on top of each other. So, so there's essentially 8 beds in here. At the foot of each bed, there's like a foot locker, and then I haven't really put it, but there's probably like generic like bedroomy stuff. Like, you know, there would be a couple of dressers, maybe a wardrobe, that kind of stuff. Like it's a joint dorm room thing.
We pillaged the dorm.
I like to imagine that these dorms have like little cupboards next to them, which are coded people's handprints.
I'm
God,
gonna. I do
That's how
the.
it works in the Enders game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ha ha ha. That's an 11 perception. I'm gonna give everything a quick toss. I'm gonna even flip a couple bunks if they actually lift up, and I'll see if there's anything hidden.
Oh, they're pretty heavy. It's like they're metal bunks.
Like the
They're also both
The
actually thinking.
mattress to the bunk. Their mattresses aren't metal, are they?
probably-
But you said flip the bunk, so I assumed the
That
entire
is the,
thing.
that term. The term "flip the bunk" means lift a mattress and see what's
Yeah,
underneath.
but I was assuming you'd use the words flip the mattress. Like, but yeah, you do a pretty decent search. Like you open a couple of lockers. A couple of them are like a couple of them have like little personal padlocks on them. But a couple of them open. Like I guess you'd find like a couple of things. Like you find like more family photos. Like there's like a picture of like a wife and a kid and a couple more pinups probably around. Like you probably find a porno mag under someone's mattress.
Hey, I know that girl.
I lean over, and that one's from my homeland.
one of
you
the 2000.
You probably find a semi-automatic pistol in one of the lockers. It doesn't have any ammo and it's not loaded, but it's a pistol.
I'll take that because I'm
can
using
drill.
I'm using a sniper rifle right now. Have you got a spare clip I can have, please?
I have many spare clips.
Great bought a
I
lot
just
of
have the
ammo.
one.
Oh, man.
Have you bought like shit tons of ammo? I'll take a
I
couple,
have
please.
so many. What?
Because
How many
you wait, is it actually a worthwhile thing to dual wield it? Because right now I'm using a sniper rifle. I don't actually have a subtle gun.
Dual wielding doesn't do anything in Stars of that number.
I will take that, please.
You can have a clip. I don't have like huge.
I'll have just for one clip, yeah. Semi-automatic pistol.
Right, how much ammo do you have?
I now have 5 clips.
How much is that?
Well, I didn't buy that much ammo because I split it up into clips. Like
Yeah, but
A clip is like 12 ammo?
I don't know how many clips a semi-automatic pistol is.
It's 12
They have,
12
like,
shots
12.
to a clip.
12 shots. Well, you
So-
have more ammo.
So basically, you find this semi-automatic pistol. You find more like personal documents. Like there's probably like a diary in there as well, maybe a journal or something.
I'll give it a
There's-
breeze through.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. So there's probably clothing. In fact, there's definitely clothing. So, like clothing and all of these things. Like every locker you can open and the wardrobe and stuff, there is definitely clothing. You
Question,
find-
is it a mixture of male and female clothing?
It's hard to tell because it's kind of unisex, but you'd assume so because it's like jumpsuits and there's like no like it's not like fancy clothing or like casual like
Just worker. Is it
it's
just
like
worker?
it's like jumpsuits and worker clothing and stuff like that.
And all of them say Dometown.
It's like
Dome
their team shirt. It's like the Dometown
There's a couple-
Blitzballers.
There's a couple of lab coats as well, so it's a mix of I'd say there's probably like 2 lab coats and then 6 like if you like sort of divvied it up in your head, there's like as you could assume that 2 people are scientists and the other 6 would be like manual labor people.
Sure, I'll grab one of those lab coats and I'll just wad it up and bung it in my bag.
Sure. Okay.
I'll take one of the Dometown suits.
It's like it's a brown overall like onesie jumpsuit thing with a couple of pockets and stuff. Has the logo of the New Dawn Syndicate on the back.
And also,
And
says-
actually
Guys,
probably a small one like here as well.
Cool.
it's
I'll
a
prepare a fake
disguise
identity
now.
for that. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll prepare a fake identity for that lab coat eventually.
Yeah, probably has a
Don't have
name
it.
stitched into it as well.
Oh, neat. That would make the job a lot easier. I won't have to stitch in a fake name of my own.
Yeah. 1 second. I will get you a fake name.
Thank you.
also get me one. Because we're
No,
both.
the lab coat doesn't. I'm talking about the jumpsuit for you.
Oh, okay. Down.
I need to
Yeah.
open the book because I don't actually have it open on my pad.
Dometown jumpsuit. Ah, yeah. I just imagine one of those waltz suits, just brown. Probably not it.
Pretty
But...
much it. Yeah.
Vault 6969
No. Instead of the number, it says Dometown.
says hashtag 420.
It says Ito Hina on it.
Sweet.
What?
It's a female name, so you're
It's a female
okay.
name. Ito Hina.
ITO.
ITO space HINA. So because it's Japanese, first name Hina, family name is Ito. Ito Hina.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I can pull off an Asian look.
Yeah, we're all space beige, dude.
Wow. I don't think any of you were looking at Thomas when he did that. But
Oh, did he just?
No.
He probably
Yes.
did something racist.
Did he do a very
Yes,
good impression of a Latvian comedian?
yeah, I think so.
Alright, 1 second. Just need to get back to my place. Sure, okay.
I just slightly squinted.
Alright, so yeah, there's apart from that, there's like you probably find like a cred stick as well.
Ooh, yay.
Ooh.
I'll add a cred stick. You've already got a cred stick, haven't you, Greg? You want to add it to your collection of stuff?
I don't have a cred stick. No.
I
One
have
of
a
us.
cred stick.
Oh, you could a cred stick. Should we add it?
I'm
Should we
not-
add it to?
I don't know what to do with
I'm
this.
Christian.
Well, I'll probably be the only one who can hack them. So pass over, please. I'll make a little bundle and I'll split
Sure, I'll
whatever
give
I
it to
get.
Yeah,
I'll
so
give it to you.
that's about it in that room.
You now have another credit.
Two cred. Okay.
I'll erase it from my
Cred stick. True. Okay, cool.
inventory.
Sure. Yeah, that's it.
Great. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess next room. Next breach.
Next room. Breach!
Nice.
They're
Okay.
not really getting bored
Pick
of
up
it,
the
are they?
shell.
So many shells on the ground.
This time I guess
Slide
I'm
it
going
back
to as
into
opposed.
the
Actually, no, I'm going
belt
to keep waving the sniper rifle at shit. It's quite funny.
Yeah. So you open. It's a second dorm room. It's basically identical to the other one. It looks a bit nicer, a little bit nicer. Again, 8 beds, same as the other one.
12.
Damn, this guy is really good at searching
I'm
beds.
really good at looking through stuff for stuff.
Again, there's not much here, like in terms of like actual loot. Again, a load more family artifacts and stuff. This one you actually notice like going through the clothing and stuff. This one is like a lot more scientists. Like you see, like 6 scientist uniforms or like lab coats equivalent.
Is there
And
like identity badges on any of these that we've seen so far?
no IDs there.
Okay.
And like, and then there's like 2 not jumpsuit, like fancy like office clothing stuff. It's like shirts and tie.
I'll put a tie over my vac suit. Why not?
Sure. It looks stupid.
Doesn't.
It,
How do you know it's the future?
So yeah, that's it. That's about it. And oh, you wanted to look through the journal in the last room, didn't you?
Yes, the journal and
Yeah,
diary.
yeah, sorry.
Yes, let's-
So in the journal, you basically like I assume you're just kind of skim reading it. Like it's not. Yeah, basically the general gist you get from the journal, it's just like basically day-to-day operations in the base. So it talks about you after a couple of pages, you pretty much assume it's one of the like manual labor people. So it's basically she talks about basically duties in the storage dome, like moving equipment, making sure the pantries and kitchens are restocked, making sure that the freezer is maintaining power, and making sure that supplies are delivered to the science dome when they're needed. It's basically just that kind of stuff, and like general,
Just a
miss
day
my
long.
miss my
Does
family.
it-
The kind of
does it out of interest state what is being taken to the science dome?
no, just supplies when needed.
Okay, sure.
And I'll just check like the very last couple of pages. Doesn't look like it ends abruptly anywhere, or doesn't look like there's any like heard
There's,
weird
like-
sounds in the night, that kind of shit.
What is it? It's April. It's April 5th today, right? No, it would have gone into went into 6th because of the time spent.
April the 11th.
Really 11th?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of the jump. I forgot to write it in. So like,
Yeah.
So it's the 11th. So it probably ended like 12 or 13 days ago.
Interesting.
last entry.
This is
Just
not. But yeah, I
because
say
of
that
this
hasn't been updated for nearly 2 weeks.
But at the same time, that it isn't a journal that's daily.
Hmm.
It's
But
like,
at the very least, like
it's
at
definitely-
best, it's been empty for that many.
but it doesn't look like it's not like the last entry is normal. There's no like, oh god, what have we found? What's going on? Like,
Ah, what hubris we thought that we could.
under
yeah.
the ground.
What hubris we thought that we could control its power for ourselves.
yeah, no, it's just a
No.
normal entry.
Okay.
Probably talks about it's probably like complaining that they had to lug extra supplies to the pantry today. Like that's about it. Like,
Oh, okay.
We still have no Milky Ways. It's terrible.
We're in the Milky Way. It's fine.
Got fucking potato for dinner again.
yep.
Yay.
So, yeah,
Alright.
that's
Ready
it.
to breach?
Yep.
Right,
You going to
breach.
the last door?
Yeah.
Breach.
Cool. Okay. So,
Sorry. Breach. All right.
goddamn.
God,
Catch another.
Another.
It up.
Hang on. So you
Slide
open,
it back. Oh.
you open this one, and it's basically those amazing drawings along the wall are lockers.
Benches and lockers.
Yeah, it's a locker room,
Shower room.
Showers, yeah.
and it has a door on this thing. But yeah, like there's lockers. There are 16 lockers.
16. Oh, that's surprising.
yeah.
Go figure.
It's almost
all,
like
all of them are open as well. Like they're empty and open.
Okay. Does it look like a shower room then?
I don't know. Does it look like a shower room?
Yes. Well, it looks like a locker room.
Yeah.
I imagine the next room is going to look a lot like a shower
And
room.
listen at the next door. That's a 10.
It's not actually a door. It's open. It's just
Okay, then. I'll look into it, and I guess it's a perception 10 to look around.
My shotgun takes a peek.
Yeah, it's a shower room.
Okay, cool.
It's got the sort of like chest high dividing walls. So it's a co-ed
the
shower
one
room.
that would hide some nip. If
Yeah,
you
basically, yeah.
I lean against one of the lockers and just casually say, "Breach."
I'm going to try one of the things.
Oh, what, you're going to see if the water runs?
Yeah. Just out of
Yeah,
interest.
good try.
Yeah, so you
It just ejects painful sand.
Ah!
yeah,
It's
you
a miniature sand thrower.
you like turn the knob and like fire ants come out, spray all over you.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm wearing this vacuum suit.
No, yeah, it sprays on and then like stutters a bit and then goes on, but like it does like it seems like the water needed to like there was like an air bubble or something, or like the water needed to be pumped to the shower a bit and then it flows properly.
Is it manky or is it like fine?
Give me a
'Cause, like-
give me a perception.
Sure.
How manky is this water?
It looks fine.
You could put, to be fair, you could put like the head of your vac suit underneath it and just see what chemicals it starts picking up.
That sounds like an awful
It's
idea.
if you've got your vac suit has a gas spectrometer in it.
That's fine.
Well, it's just a really, really, really heavy gas. So
Also known as liquid.
yeah, really. God, this
To be
gas
fair,
is very
it
dense.
is gas in a different form. The liquid form of that gas.
I hate you all.
All right. Let's.
All right,
Good.
let's try our next room. Our next dome.
There is
I
no
suppose.
next room.
All right, so we need to get all these open. So you said before they were like big old, like submarine style bunker locker.
No, they're not submarine doors, but they're like airlocky kind of things.
These are like the external.
It's like almost like an external door. It's bigger. It's big enough for two people to walk through easily, like side by side. And yeah, it's just a big, thicker door with a panel.
Okay, I'll check the panel. Does it look like it receives power when the blackout thing rolls across?
So we're looking at the north door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which one are you looking at?
We're closest to that one, so I figure north.
Yeah, it's got power.
Okay, cool. I'll try and open it.
The door like just doesn't respond at all. You hit a couple of buttons and nothing happens.
Let's make a quick old computers check and we'll see where we're at here. Within intelligence computers check.
Intelligence.
Cool. Just need to make sure my computer's is it's just 0. But my int is 1. Hooray! I have no luck open. I can't figure
No,
that.
the door. The door doesn't work.
Yeah. All right, other door.
Is it a similar door to the one that we had to break into to get it like originally?
Yeah, pretty
You know?
much. Similar, yeah.
I think we could just fucking pry it open
Well, let's try the other one
with a
first.
crowbar. Like,
Well,
The other one might
give
just
the other
work.
one a shot first, just in case.
Sure. You head back to the other end of the corridor and punch in some buttons on this door, and it opens.
Yeah.
Like it clicks inwards and then like slowly like opens up and reveals a long corridor.
It reveals a mouth.
Yeah, it's like a long curved corridor that basically is like kind of. It's like an actual solid corridor, but it seems to have like when stuff gets decontaminated, they put those tents around shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like has like that kind of tent exterior around it as well. Like not because it's been decontaminated. It's just it has that kind of aesthetic.
Do we have to
to it.
go? Do we have to go put down some diamond dogs then?
Yeah.
Uh,
So basically, it's just a long corridor that curves around, and like the top half of it is glass, so you can see out. So you can still see you can't see much because the smog is still out there and it's still covering everything. But you can tell you're walking towards the next dome, which would be the southern dome, which is the one you originally landed outside of.
okay.
Oh, our favorite.
Whew.
oh, my favorite. All right, let's do this.
All right, yeah. I'll jog along 10 feet behind you, sniper rifle vaguely at the ready.
Okay.
All right,
Breach.
we will go through the curved corridor.
You have to continue to say it like
corridor.
breathe. Click,
no,
click.
that's not until I get to the door.
Yeah.
So the door's the same thing as what was at the other end, it's the biggest door with a panel.
Beep boop boop
I
beep
swear
boop.
this one's locked.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, like it just falls on Ronith, kills him.
Dead. Instantly dead.
Yeah, and,
Help!
like,
Well, good luck, guys.
The spectrometer says I can't breathe this atmosphere.
It's fine. Good luck, guys. I'm dead.
so yeah, the door
Take his
hisses
gun.
open. The door hisses open and reveals a very large room.
Oh.
A very large alien.
Breach.
Alright,
Yay, we
since
don't
I'm-
have to
wait,
break
since I'm-
separate rooms.
Josh, since I'm dead, can I be the enemy?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, like
Natural selection.
You're
Oh,
a bit-
forklift.
yeah, that's just an amazing forklift if I do
Fine.
so.
It's
myself.
either
Yeah,
that or it's like a
rises.
remote control car that's moving fast and has speed lines behind it. So it's going forwards.
And he rises as a vampire.
So yeah, like you open it up and like this entire dome is one room. You can tell it's pretty much a storage room because there's piles of crates to your left, a mass of crates to your right, more crates. Looks like a generator over at the top of the north, and then to the right, there is a large metal cube room that's raised off the floor on little pillars, and then there's like stairs, little short staircase leading up to it.
All right, gonna do that customary perception.
It's a room.
Dead.
I will do it the same.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, you can't hear anything out of the ordinary.
I did it.
Sweet. Is the generator on that north wall active?
Yeah, looks like it is. There's lights on it.
Okay, cool.
What are those boxes on the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna like Jimmy open a box and see what's inside.
They're like big ass boxes.
Like fucking
Crowbar.
like materials containers.
Do
Yeah,
they
like
have
big,
any?
like bigger than
Alright.
you.
Okay, I'll just crowbar a door open then.
A
Do they
door
have
or
any
a
si-
box? You mean?
Well, the box is like it's like a shipping container door box, right?
No, lid.
Lid. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll crowbar up a lid.
Do
Okay,
they
cool.
have
Give me
any
a strength.
signs on them?
Yeah, I guess they would. Like some of the, like most of them are marked like food stuff. So these bottom ones, some of the ones are all like food stuff and like supplies and domestic things.
Yeah.
Like maybe some oxygen like refills and stuff as well. Like general life support and maintenance gear. So like stuff to repair things as well. And then these crates to the top are marked with someone has science, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I am
good-
a scientist.
Roll me scientist. Or science.
Science intelligence, I guess.
I'm going to be trying to
intelligence.
open a science box. Isn't that 7?
Wait, before you open
Oh,
the
I have
science
science
box,
as well.
let me make sure it's not deadly.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I need your crowbar to do it anyway, so.
I can also do science, Greg.
Try roll science as well if you want to. 9, nice. 6.
Well,
Yeah, no. Lamb doesn't know what these markings mean. They look like science markings.
It looks science to you guys. I think we all figured that out. We went, hey,
Science.
someone who knows science, can you science this?
it's
So
a science thing.
Greg, you work out that this stuff is a mix of decontamination equipment, so like cleaning fluids basically, but like really extreme cleaning fluids.
Super bleach.
Yeah, super bleach, and weirdly enough, also like digging gear, but like not architecture, archaeology kind of digging gear. So like,
Sure.
Is anyone surprised that we found this here?
They found the markers.
I guess I'll go, like, what kind of archaeological gear is it?
he doesn't. It's marked. Like,
Well,
you
I mean,
can't,
I tried
you
to
can't
open
see
the
into
box.
the
Well,
box.
I mean,
It's
no,
just
I've
like,
tried to
open
open the
this one.
box now, presumably. And
Yeah,
I
give me the
installed-
strength
Hold on,
check.
guys. I'll
I did it with
activate
7.
my radar
So-
With
vision.
a crowbar.
Yeah, I guess you get one off, but it takes a while. Give me a D6. It's a straight D6. Okay, it takes 4 minutes, like to wedging and like kind of levering. Like you can feel it's giving, but it takes you like
Is
time to get it off.
is this raised area like is it a room? Basically?
Yeah, it's like it's a big grey metal room.
Let's check that while he's doing that, Olivia.
Yep.
She's doing that.
Sure.
Sure. So you
Right.
walk up,
Oh shit! There's no door.
there is a door.
There's a door.
There's like
Oh
little,
yeah.
So like yeah, it's like little little stairs. So you walk up the stairs and the door's pretty thick and it has a small porthole window in it, which is fogged up.
Oh, from the inside or outside?
That would be the freezer,
From the-
I imagine,
from the
what's in the
inside.
diary.
Yeah, that's what that is. You can even see, like, actually getting, like, actually now you're, like, walking towards and stuff and paying attention to it. There are cables running from, not that generator specifically, but from the walls and stuff, like, they're running underneath the building.
Sure.
Mm.
All right.
Sure, and I mean, you can in there you can see an Italian boxer punching a meat haunch.
God, what?
God.
You just press the button, and you press, like, the button, and there's, like, the light on the thing flashes, and the door, like, hums, and then stops humming, and the light flashes again.